My name is Santosh Nyanakan. I'm the CEO of the ACTS group of institutions. We run schools across the country. We work with students in India and beyond, right from the kindergarten level to the PhD level. And I'm based out of Bangalore, and I'm happy to be helping facilitate this afternoon's webinar. All right, so Dr. Moses Satralkar is our next speaker. He is the Executive Director of the Global Resilience Consortium in Switzerland. Moses has been associated with the Global Challenges Forum in Switzerland since its inception. Moses is currently Associate Professor of Education at Christ University here in Bangalore. He is also an international representative of the Oral Roberts University in the US. So Moses, I can see that you're ready. Your time starts now. Over to you.
Thank you, Santosh. Good afternoon, educational leaders, teachers, students, and my dear friends. My presentation is on the scope of artificial intelligence in education, future of the classroom. Well, let's look at the concept. Every human being possesses knowledge, intelligence, and energy. Now, artificial intelligence refers to simulation of human intelligence in machines who are programmed to think like humans and mimic their actions. Now, what happens when humans connect with machines? Better yet, what happens when human brains, emotions, actions, and intelligent machines connect and develop, either individually or collectively? Well, we get a very big impact and a big boost to facilitate learning, both personalized and in groups. So today we have billions of people connecting across the globe using artificial intelligence, showing that we are all interdependent on one another. Now, AI is reviewing scientists' work and discoveries, and new inventions are coming in for the classroom to transform educational practices. So you can see here a multi-sensory and a multimodal approach to technology sharing is used in the classroom. We need to see the visual learning ability of students. We need to see the auditory learning abilities and the kinesthetic tactile learning abilities. So interfaces which are active, dynamic are better than static classrooms. That is why it is very important to use these kind of gadgets, and that's how learning is facilitated in a faster and a more active way in schools. Now, brain and heart connections. I had the privilege of meeting Roland McCarthy, Director for Research of the HeartMath Institute USA at the Naval Postgraduate School in 2011. And he's a psychophysiologist and a circadian rhythm specialist who's looking at global coherence monitoring systems. That is how the human brain learns and how emotions in the heart are synchronized through a group of coupling neurons that are so intricately intertwined that the aura and the energy that the human body produces in the child or the adult actually integrates with the Earth's magnetic resonance field. So it's so beautiful. So that is why AI is designing humanware and designing infrastructure to look at how we can integrate all this. Now, here's my vision. Different rhythms on looking at an interconnectedness of time, space, spanning the universe, infinity and eternity. We have to think of these things. So the expressions of the heart, the mind, body, and earth are very important. So using human-machine interfaces to change our emotions, to better our world, should be our forte. Moreover, moving beyond artificial intelligence, we now need to explore invisible spiritual dimensions and how machinery and human interactions are working in such a way that spiritual intelligence is now going to be integrated with artificial intelligence and human beings to explore this phenomena better. So positive emotions, lifestyle, positive human interactions actually heal our planet's flora and fauna. They actually give us a positive vibe. They also heal the ecosystem around us, heal our world. Now, hyperspaces, transmeditation, sleep-wake cycle research, telepathy, and the invisible but ever-prevalent spirit entities and spirit languages need to be studied, and their role in creating an ecosystem. Vision and happiness is very important in life. So when children and human beings connect positively, they have a positive impact on the ecosystem. It's paradoxical, okay? Life, death, love, hate, you can choose. So life, health, United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, civilizational change, Very important. Now, there may be distress signals. That's the other arm. And the signals may cause tsunamis, pandemics, earthquakes, volcanoes, famines. You'll be surprised that human interactions, and you can see the waves that are taking place in the ecosystem, are basically due to an infinitesimally, I would say, singularity, where human beings can actually influence climatic changes on the globe and also other, evolutionary biology phenomena. Time is important, and we need to keep up with time. So this is what it is. Let's go ahead. Now you can see here how negative emotions can actually cause systemic chaos, but positive emotions actually do the opposite. So look at design thinking. It was a whole experiment at Stanford with, empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test 5-step method to look at how a machine was invented to cure some human ailment or to diagnose a human ailment. Now you see the space design down there. It's a design lab, it's a studio. These enriched spaces actually create positive resonance in the children. And that is very important. So that is why it is necessary for us to study the effect of the ecosystem around us and look at how all organs of the body are so interconnected. So learning spaces in the classroom have a positive or a detrimental effect on children. It should not be cumbersome. It should be a tool that should facilitate a positive learning environment. Look at some future classroom designs. Very appealing, don't you think? And these ecosystems are growing very quickly. They are already prevalent, some of these ecosystem designs in different countries. And we are hoping to bring some of these in India, some of these in artificial intelligence equipment. And this could actually revolutionize the way people think and learn when we have a good balance of, like I said, head, heart, hands, emotions, positive thinking, positive feeling, and make the ecosystem, along with machines, a very happy place. Then the earth becomes a happy place. Otherwise, you get a duress phenomenon. Look at some of these, the future of classrooms. AI classrooms with Internet of Things. Now, Internet of Things is something which is so intricate with a whole maze of machinery that is transmitting information at rapid pace across the world. Teleportation is actually a transfer of matter and energy from one point to another point without actually using any space in between. It's interesting. Mechatronics, whole diversity of robots that can teach language acquisition, and they are being used in classrooms in certain countries, like certain countries in Asia and abroad. And you have transmediation, which is using certain platforms and certain mediums to transform information from one to another. Astral projection, less understood, but it is out-of-body experiences, and this is being done in research on subconscious minds and sleep-wake patterns and all these. And you have a holographic imaging. This is something new. For example, in medicine, and it's being used in some medical schools. You have a device that projects a light beam, and this light beam actually creates a human body with a touch sensor screen. Like you can actually touch that human body, so you can cut it, and it's like a cadaver that acts for you. So you don't really need cadavers anymore. You can have a holographic light image of a human body, and you can dissect it and work with it even more. And we have, look at augmented and virtual reality. We have game-based learning apps. Okay, game-based learning apps are used for, I'll say, teaching languages, teaching math, science, physics, etc. I'll just go on. This is the AI mirror. It's available in the market. And look at the scope and future of artificial intelligence. Brilliant. I mean, it's a multi-billion-dollar enterprise, 2020, 2021. And then projects and careers of AI, neuroscience, medicine are actually going to come into school. Even engineering, machine thinking, design thinking, humans working with machines, very important. And then last but not the least, artificial intelligence in space sciences, astronomy, astrobiology. You have companies like Tesla, NASA, Microsoft, Google, and cooperative security, looking at resilience cultures and a positive culture for equal tolerance. So all this is going to be done. So thank you very much. And I want to acknowledge my friends and colleagues, Dr. Michael Matthews, Dr. Walter Christman, Dr. Ken Gnanakan, Santosh and Anupag Gnanakan, Lieutenant General Arjun Ray, and Dr. Sam Tony George, Thank you.